Joe Biden is evacuated to fire station and two military jets are scrambled after a light aircraft veers into airspace over the president's Delaware beach home. So this is published today at 13:48 Eastern Standard Time. Don't know exactly what's going on there, but let's just hope for the best. This comes from the dailymail.com. So I'm sure that as time progresses, they will let us know exactly why they had to do all of this. Hmm. I think a lot of times what happens is when there are emergencies like this is not something that may not be something that we've not heard of. And let's just hope for the best because we don't want anything bad to happen to anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody. But nonetheless, they just said that they moved him to the fire station and that two military jets are scrambled after a light aircraft veers into the airspace over the president's Delaware beach home. Hey to you, my red fedora sister. There's another story that I am working on, and I think that this will possibly be the best time to read this to you guys. And I'm sure that a lot of folks already knew about it. Let me go to the other browser, which means you're going to hear some interference. So while I go to snatch that, I'm going to mute it so that you guys don't get the interference. Okay, hold on just a second. I guess we maybe need some. Let the truth be told. Be good. Be good. Hey, Joy Trujillo and Rusty Smith. It's always good to see you. So, you guys, we're going to go on ahead and use this opportunity while that story is developing for me to read this to you because it is something that I'm working on right now. And I think this is the best time to present it. Again, I'm going to go to the other side. While I go to the other side, you will hear some interference. So, I don't want you to do that. I'm going to mute it and I will be right back. And you guys tell me if you've heard this story. I got it from one of our subscribers today who sent it to me via Messenger. So I'm going to pause it and pull it over for you guys. Hold on just a second. Okay, I've got it. Now I'm going to open up a tab for you guys to see this with me. And I think that the problem that I have with it is that I heard it a couple of 2 or 3 times, right? I heard it a couple of times. I even dealt with it on one recording. But after I saw them come out and say, oh, that's not true, it's not true, I pulled it back because I couldn't find any verifiable information. Well, now I have that thanks to one of our subscribers. So here you go. Let me pull it and that you guys see this. And you all tell me what you think about this. This is something else because it confirms what we already knew. It says the WHO recently announced plans for an international pandemic treaty tied to a digital passport and digital ID system. Meeting in December of 2021. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Let me share it with you guys. There you are. There you guys. Now let me make it bigger so that you guys can read along. How about that? All right. A little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. There we are. You all ought to be able to see it. Okay. There, perfect. Now you all can follow along with me. So much easier. The WHO recently announced plans for an international pandemic treaty tied to a digital passport and digital ID system. Meeting in December of 2021 in a special session for the second time since the WHO's founding in 1948, the Health Assembly of the WHO adopted a single decision titled The World Together. The WHO's plans will be finalized for the treaty in 2024, and it will aim to shift governing authority now reserved to sovereign states to the WHO during a pandemic by legally binding member states to the WHO's revised international health regulations. In January of 2022, the United States submitted proposed amendments to the 2005 International Health Regulations, which bind all 194 United Nations member states, which the WHO Director General accepted and forwarded to other member states. In contrast to amendments to our own Constitution, these amendments will not require a 2/3 vote of our Senate, but a simple majority member vote. So for all of the states, a simple majority of the member states. That's it. Most of the public who is wholly unaware of these changes, which will impact the national sovereignty of member states. The proposed amendments include, among others, the following. Among the changes, the WHO will no longer need to consult with the state or attempt to obtain verification from the state where a reported event of concern, e.g., a new outbreak, is allegedly occurring before taking action on the basis of such reports. Now, there's an article, and I'm going to give you guys the link to that because the article highlights everything. It has every single page, every single everything, which to me dispels what was said earlier, stating that this was not true. When in fact, with the supporting document, if I had that supporting document a week before, I would have brought this then. But I did not have that until the subscriber sent this to me. All right, so now I do. Nonetheless, I'll repeat the last part. Where a reported event of concern, e.g., new outbreak, is allegedly occurring before taking action on the basis of such reports, Article 9.1. In addition to the authority to make the determination of a public health emergency and of international concern under Article 12, the WHO will be granted additional powers to determine a public health emergency of regional concern, as well as a category referred to as an intermediate health alert. Listen very closely because I'm going to say something about that. The relevant state no longer needs to agree with the WHO Director General's determination that an event constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. A new emergency committee will be constituted at the WHO, which the Director General will consult in lieu of the state within the WHO's territory. The public health emergency of international concern has occurred to declare the emergency over. The amendments will also give regional directors within the WHO, rather than the elected representative of the relevant states, the legal authority to declare a public health emergency of regional concern. Also, when an event does not meet the criteria for a public health emergency of international concern, but the WHO Director General determines it requires heightened awareness and a potential international public health response, he may determine at any time to issue an intermediate public health alert to states and consult the WHO's emergency committee. The criteria for this category are simple fiat. Quote, the Director General has determined it requires heightened international awareness and potential international public health response. That's all it requires. Through these amendments, the WHO, with the support of the United States, appears to be responding to roadblocks that China erected in the early days of COVID. This is a legitimate concern, but the net effect of the proposed amendments is a shift of power away from the sovereign states, ours included, to unelected bureaucrats at the WHO. The thrust of every one of the changes is toward increased powers and centralized powers delegated to the WHO and away from member states. Leslie Lewis, a member of the Canadian Parliament and lawyer with the international experience, has warned that the treaty would also allow the WHO unilaterally to determine what constitutes a pandemic and declare a pandemic is occurring. Quote, we would end up with a one-size-fits-all approach for the entire world, she cautioned. Under the proposed WHO plan, pandemics need not be limited to infectious diseases and could include, for example, a declared obesity crisis. As a part of this plan, the WHO has contracted German-based Deutsche Telekom subsidiary T-Systems to develop a global vaccine passport system, which plans to link every person on the planet to a QR code digital ID. It says, quote, vaccination certificates that are tamper-proof and digitally verifiable and build trust. The WHO is therefore supporting member states in building national and regional trust networks and verification technology, explained Garrett Mell, the head of the WHO's Department of Digital Health Innovation. The WHO's Gateway service is also serves as a bridge between regional systems. It can also be used as a part of future vaccination campaigns at home and at home based records. The system will be universal, mandatory, transnational, and operated by unelected bureaucrats in ooh, in a captured NGO who already bungled the COVID pandemic. Now, this story is here. This is the author. I do not own it. And there is a disclaimer inside of the production notes already. All right. Let me go ahead and stick that over there. Now, one of the things that I want to show you is this. If you click here, when you go down below, it's going to take you to this. Okay. It's going to take you to that. That's what it's going to take you to. Now, what is this, Felicia? Well, this actually dispels that myth that I was telling you about because I didn't have this document, but I had information. And I've been taught by your girl never to go forward unless I can cite something. And this is that. So it is about a 10-page document. And once you get it, please review it and look at it for yourself. These are pretty creepy times. And let me tell you why I say that. There have been cities throughout the United States that have declared states of emergency in their cities or in their states with regards to pow violence. Okay. Would this be considered something where they can have it? No, John, it isn't. It isn't clickbait at all. We were already reading that story, and that story is developing. I think you may have come in later. I think that's what it was. You came in a little bit later. Okay, that's what it was. I see. You came in later. But no, we did read that story, and it appears that the vehicles went into airspace. However, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. That story, this is the story that I was literally recording for you guys, John. I know, baby, it's okay. This is the story that I was recording for you. But when that one hit, I said, let me pull it and give it to you guys. And I did. It is a developing story. So I read that at the top, right? But this right here, now that I have you all, is very pressing. Because if you remember, there were states and cities that said they had to declare a state of emergency with the pow violence in their communities. This could say that somebody could then come in and roll some cats with different color blue hats, okay? All right? Throughout a specific city without anyone's knowledge. Am I making sense? Does that maybe I'm missing it, but that's what I think. Okay? That's what I feel. I feel no, I shouldn't be muted. I shouldn't be muted. Betty R, MI 5x5, SCDHL3, MI 5x5, Disciple of the Messiah, MI 5x5. Someone said that I was muted. Rage Against the Machine, MI 5x5. You hear me, Song Hero? Thank you, Julie. Jordan as well. Song Hero, thank you. Carrie Richardson, thank you. Audio Good, thank you. Thank you. You guys, yes, we did have that story at the top. We read that story. It was very short. They just said that they evacuated him for an emergency basis because of the fact that there had been something that went over the airspace. So they pulled him and sent him to someplace safe. So that is the developing story. For continuity, I will change the title of this because I feel that since I was working on this story when that one shot through, that this is more pressing because this has already happened. And the myth that they said this was based on, they claimed that this never happened, that our government never submitted changes or requests for changes. The following document proves that that is not true. We most assuredly did in January of 2022. All I had, it's okay, you guys. All I had at the very beginning was the date, January 22. And then I also had a story that coincided with it. Hey, Constance. All right. But never had this. Now, This to me is very pressing because for everybody that's busy, for everybody that doesn't know, this is something that tells you that you could have a set of blue hats walking through your neighborhood and not understand the origin or even understand if it is legally binding, if their presence is legal. Well, according to this, it is binding. This is the part that gets us. That in January of 2022, the United States submitted proposed amendments to the 2005 International Health Regulations, which bind all 194 UN member states, which the WHO Director General accepted and forwarded to other member states. In contrast to the amendments to our own Constitution, these amendments will not require a 2/3 vote of our Senate. So they don't need any permission to move into a community and snatch all of your metal detectors, because they can say, well, we're declaring Chicago state of emergency and we're moving in right now. And there's nothing you can say about it. That's the reason why I wanted to share this, since I had all of you right here. I've been taking the past hour to record this. And believe it or not, sometimes it can take me a couple of hours to record something. All right. So I think that this is a mess, but it's what they did. And they do a lot of things under cover of night. All right. Robin Papalocus says they've been here all along. Uh-huh. Yeah. And this right here, wouldn't you agree, Robin, allows them to be here, but to be here in mass without our permission, without us saying, hey, it's okay. Our city council has it, our governor has it, whatever. All that governor would have to do is say, yeah, well, look at these numbers, look at these stats, or they could on their own say, this is a problem. Okay. This is a problem. And since this is a problem, yeah, Robin, you know what I mean? And since this is a problem, we're going to go ahead and intervene. This is bad. This is bad. Yeah, they are. They are absolutely Rage Against the Machine. But I think that to your point where you say that they're sleeping or whatever sleeper thing, I see the word, what they're doing is they're removing that and putting it in the public. So therefore, they're not going to need anybody else to say anything. They're not going to need the elected officials. They're not going to need anybody to say or do anything. And this is part and parcel of the issue that a lot of people are now using the fact that we had the issue in Texas, we had the issue in Buffalo, and Texas is a place that they really want to get at. They really want to get at Texas. All right. Even though Texas has been infiltrated by loads of people from California and other places that, rightfully left those places. But now a lot of that is they've implemented and stuck different people in different areas for different positions that now have that mindset. So when we consider this situation, we do know, and for those of you who are just coming in, yes, the president was evacuated and it is a developing story. We read the story at the very top, and there's not any more that they have to give us other than the fact that at the point of this show, he was evacuated because an airplane had gone into his airspace. And so they scrambled what they needed to scramble, and then they removed him from the location. Okay. Just so that you guys know. All right. All right. Yeah. So this is not good if you consider the fact that they now have it where our country submitted the proposed amendments to the 2005 IHR that states that they can come in and make the decisions that they want. And in tandem with that, I would not say that it's our greatest fears realized, but I will definitely say that it is the greatest conversation realized, because for a long time we had been saying that there was going to be something digital that would connect every human being. Well, now here it is. As a part of this plan, the WHO has contracted German-based Deutsche Telekom subsidiaries, T-Systems, to develop a global vaccine passport system. So there it is right there. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know it or not. Um, But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and give this to you. Don't know if I should. Let me go. Let me just do it. Let me just do it. Okay. There was a gentleman. Mm, man, oh man, let me use some wisdom here. There was a gentleman that we were trying to put in a position last year. He was announced, and then there was a large scuttlebutt about his presence. Um, about him, they put out a couple of different stories that stated, who he was and what they were doing with him, and they didn't want him for this particular position because they felt that he was not for the guys who wear the little bitty bowl hats on top of their head, and they had that disagreement. But this particular gentleman has a company that does digital health and other things of that nature. He was supposed to be going in to fill the position of our small business association's position. And they made a very big bit of argument about him. Let me see if I can find it because my computer was updated a couple of times and I noticed that a few of the things that I had saved, even personal documents that I created, was removed. And I don't see it anymore. Huh, wow. But with that said, this gentleman was supposed to be put in as the um, director, I think the deputy director of the Small Business Association. And what ended up happening is they had a huge argument saying, no, we don't want him because he is an anti Semite. We don't want him because he's this or that. And then you had the people with the small hats come out and say, well, no, we don't mind. We think he's fine. He hasn't done anything. So you guys, oh, you probably can't hear me because I'm on this other side. Lord have mercy. Got to be more careful. Could you guys hear me? Okay. All right. All right. All right. So you guys probably won't be able to see that. Let me if you guys give me a second, Susan Donahue, y'all can hold it down while I go over here and get this other side. It's on another browser altogether. And what we all learned here last week was that while I go to that other browser, it scrambles. All right. Let me show you this man. Let me show you this because this is where he comes in. Because what we ended up doing, whether you guys know it or not, is they put this man after they said that they were waiting to get him, they put him in another position. They literally created a position for him. Huh. They created a position for him. Wouldn't you just love to have a great job where they would create a position for you if others in the government would refuse to have you? Let's go ahead. I'm glad you guys are here. Let me show you. I'm going to get it. So let me give you guys some cornball music. And no, not the music. Anything but that. Please, no, not that. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you though. I have to give it to you. Let me turn it down on this side while I do it because you guys got to see this. You got to see this because we got to talk about this while we can because this is most assuredly where this guy comes in because I kept trying to figure out. And I talked to Roy about him almost 8 months ago. Almost 8 months ago. And I said, there's something to him. There's something to him. So I'm going over here. Hold on, you guys. Oh, okay. Bookmarks. Okay, I'm still looking, y'all. I'm still here. Mm. All right, let's see. I'm live, sweetie. Okay, it's not there anymore. Let me see if it's here anymore. Still looking. I know y'all probably driving, going crazy with that music. Okay, I'm just going to put his name in here and see if I can find him for you guys. He was going to be the small. All right, here he is right here, I think. Let's see. Uh, Deputy Administrator. This is what they were putting him for. Huh. Yeah, they went in here and took it all out. Ain't that beautiful? Ain't that just the way? Ain't that just the way? Okay, here's his name. Okay, here it is. Let me pull it over on the other side for y'all. Okay. And we're going to just read it from here because this should be enough to let you guys see what my point is. This should be just enough to let you see what the point I'm making is because of what he does. All right. So this is the guy last year, March 3rd of 2021, President Joe Biden announced his intent to nominate Dalawar Syed to serve the deputy administration of the Small Business Administration. Now, Dalawar Syed is the president and CEO of Luminata, an AI for healthcare company focused on reducing healthcare costs and improving patient outcomes. Previously, Syed was the president at Freshworks, where he helped to scale the software company's products to thousands of small and medium businesses. Syed has driven civic efforts at the federal, state, and local level, focusing on economic growth and international entrepreneurship as the founding chair of the California Entrepreneurship Task Force with the Governor's Office of Business and Economic Development. All right? Are you following me so far? All right? And economic development. Let me make it bigger so that you guys can see it. All right? All right. Now let's get back over here. Okay, here he is. Now, he served on President Obama's White House Commission on Asian American and Pacific Islanders and chaired the White House Initiative on PIS. Now, what I need you to understand, holding on to this thought process right there. You see that highlighted part we have right there? Do you know what the American government considers them under our census? Look it up, somebody quickly, because I know what it is. Look it up really quickly and tell me, under the census, what are Asian Americans considered? And how many people are under that vast umbrella? It's a huge umbrella. And then it will let you understand exactly why we now have the uh, conversation that says, no, they're not minorities, baby. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. They consider there's a whole bunch of people that they consider Asian Americans, and they would be considered Pakistani. They would be considered most of the Muslim countries. All of those individuals are considered Asian Americans. He is Pakistani. Yes, he is, Susan. Yes, he is. All right. So that is the reason why they've implemented this. Now, imagine all of the influx of different individuals coming in from different countries that this person, as well as others, would fit under that category of. Okay. SCDHL, you take care, baby. Do you understand what I'm saying? You see? All right. So now let's finish looking at his what his characteristics, or what his, how he was basically qualified to run this particular division. All right, now, and he chaired the White House initiative on the AAPIS Economic Growth Committee. In that role, Syed led the administration engagement with the small businesses across the United States after the passage of the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009. Syed also served as a liaison with the Small Business Administration and the Department of Commerce on federal initiatives such as President's Export Council. Syed holds an MBA from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania and earned a bachelor's in economics and computer science at the University of Texas in Austin. He's immigrated into the United States from Pakistan as a freshman student who attended the College of Worcester in Ohio. But what they don't tell you is that he was also the founder of Open, which was an organization that dealt specifically with people who had the Asian American experience or the Asian background around the world that were linked with tech. It's called Open. Now, since I started digging in him, they've removed his name off of several different things, but he was also over Open, okay? A company called Open. Let me show you this. All right. Illuminata. You guys look that up. All right. Let me get this over here. Okay, here it is. Oh, wow. Huh. They changed it to org. Get out of town. Global Entrepreneurship Program. Okay, let me let you see it. All right, here you go. Yeah, but the deep part about it is that they started to scrub him everywhere. They started to scrub all of this stuff. Okay, it says that he is from the Wanja Media Group, an emerging markets internet media company. Earlier, Delaware was the head of Yahoo's platform business group, formerly at Cybel Systems and SAP. He started his career as a management consultant for Ernst& Young and Deloitte. He is the president of Org, which I don't know what that is. That's something I didn't see that in front of this. A Pakistani entrepreneur, Open in Silicon Valley is what it was. It was Open. That was the name of the organization in Silicon Valley. He achieved in advocacy efforts and drove fundraising for the Obama campaign and National Finance Committee member. Delaware holds the MBA. But this company, Open, let me show you Open for Asian Americans if they've not cleaned up the house already. Okay, let me show you. That's where that is. All right. Now let me show you this. Okay. All right. Now, let me just give you this part right here. They put him somewhere. They put him somewhere. All right, let me show you where they put him. That's what you need to see. Before all else goes away, you need to see where they put him. Okay? Because remember, they couldn't vote him in. They had a whole bunch of arguments, a whole bunch of scuttlebutt. And February 15, 2022, they made an announcement. That's what I'm going to show you more than anything. They made an announcement because they put him out there, made you think he went away because they never ever accepted him. But here you go. Here's the announcement. This is where they put him. Announcement of Delaware Syed as the State Department's Special Representatives for Commercial and Business Affairs. The department is pleased to announce Delaware Syed as the new Special Representative for Commercial and Business Affairs. Special Representative Syed brings a strong background in business and entrepreneurship, having built a global enterprise in the fields of technology, healthcare, and business services. Okay? This company that he has, Luminata, is a business solutions company. Guarantee you, he's going to be one of the people making that digital software that they're using for the passport. Yeah, let's look it up. Right? Let's see. Luminata. Mm-hmm. Luminita. Got humans all over the place today. They're all like, why? Where is he going? One of the grandsons are going with their papa to get something. So let's see. Right there, Luminata. Well, you guys, we're just playing this off the top of our heads, right? So, because I have to give you guys this information because I've just been sitting on stuff. And as I sit, I see that they're scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. The purpose for me sitting was, well, I don't have the boldness that my sister did, but I'll just tell you right now, I had no choice but to do this. So, got to do it. All right. You never know. I mean, you don't want to go, if something does happen to you, you don't want to go on the ground having had information that could help other people. So you keep your eyes open and realize that a lot of this stuff ain't what you think it is. Okay. That's just the truth. That's just what it is. There it is. Luminata. It's an artificial intelligence company. It's an artificial intelligence healthcare company. There we go. Let me let y'all see this. Look at this. Will you look at this? All right, open there. Now, I know y'all probably like, why is she fumbling around? It's gonna be all right. All right, this is it. There it is. There it is. Okay, you guys, look at this. Look, look. All right. Okay, this is the startup information. AI for healthcare startup Luminata expands leadership team with industry standouts to head up the platform engineering, sales, and marketing. And they got these people here. But let me give you, but can you handle this? They have a .com too page. Is this it? Can I just squeeze there? Please just take me there. Oops, see? Yes, see? You see what I've been running into? That's the reason why I got to give it to you because that's what I've been running into when I went back to double check a lot of this stuff. Let me show you .com. Is it .com? Maybe. Nope. Doesn't take me there either. Wow. Maybe I should just back on out. I ain't as bold as my sister was. Okay. Oh, here it is. But it's showing me the corporate side. I don't want to see this. Well, forget it. Let me let you just see it. Can't I always get what you want? Here you go. There it is, right there. Can you see this? This is the company and the organization. Total funding amount $45 million. It gives you the dates, the news. Let's see what they have for news. Additional security check is required. I want to go in there. But this is the company. And what they do is artificial intelligence, machine learning, predictive analytics, risk management, and healthcare. Do they have a website link here? Because the one I just tried to hit wouldn't let me go to it. Transaction name Luminata acquired by Samadas. Oh, really? Well, they just switched up on me. I see. They switched up. So do you understand my point that by dealing with this learning stuff, I guarantee you this person is going to be a part of that. This person is going to be a part of the whole digital piece. The whole digital ID, the whole digital passport, this whole entire thing. And they have nestled him neatly now into the government, even though he did not make it for the initial position. They made the announcement very calmly, very quietly. And I went looking for him and did not find what they had done with the nomination because the nomination got big, gigantic conversations. Okay, it got large notoriety, so much so that nobody knows what happened afterward. Does that make sense? Nobody knew what happened at all. Nobody knew what happened to him. Nobody knew what happened to him. All right? Yeah, I do too, duh. She had cojones of steel. Man, that lady was bad. That was a bad mama jamma. I ain't gonna say nothing else but that. That sister was bad. I'm telling you, as I dig and go through things, I try to basically, I sort of try to balance to see, whether I want to put something out or not, or whether I want to hold something back or not, or whatever. But as I look at her and I just go back to some of her stuff, I'm like, dang, you was cold. I listened to her stuff. I put something on Twitter today. I'm like, that chick was cold. Could nobody touch her? Ain't nobody around that can touch her. And anybody that want to say, oh, I could do it, I could do it. No, baby, you can't. You can fool yourself, but you cannot beat Nancy Morgan Hart. You couldn't beat her. You can't beat Bettina. Can't nobody do it. But nobody should try to duplicate her. Baby, you'd be better off to just be you. You just be better off to just be yourself. Okay. So now, with that said, okay, with that said, this is what I believe they were doing with him. They made the announcement to show him, and then they turned and flipped the script and pulled him back and then stuck him in a totally different, brand new position. Who knew? Who knew that this is where he was? Who knew that he's now in the government? And who knew that they sold this company? I didn't even know. Okay, they just sold it in April. They just did it in April. All right. You see? So does it make sense, you guys? Am I sort of going in the right direction? Does anybody else? Do you guys maybe feel that this is possibly what he could be doing? I'm not saying he is or isn't. I'm just saying, do you think it's possible that they brought him on board so that he could be strategic in creating this on the side for the United States? Could be, right? You know what I mean? You see? So that's what I feel, but that's who he is, and this is what he does, and you can't find him anywhere. However, I did look for the organization that he had, and yeah, they scrubbed my stuff. Your computer don't belong to you no more, just so that you know. Your computer does not belong to you anymore. No matter what you think, no matter what you thought, it don't belong to you no more at all. At all. But you can find some things on YouTube about him if they have not taken that stuff away. Yeah, but they did. They took a lot of my stuff that out of my own computer, even as far as some of the videos that I had, some of the videos that I had that I had gotten swacked for on my channel back in the beginning of the whole candy bar thing. They swiped some of those off my computer. You own nothing, literally. Okay. You know what, Fang Meisters? Thank you, baby, for that. Thank you. I'm not somebody who's big headed and gonna say, I'm not gonna do anything anybody else says. No, that's an idea. Thank you. Thank you. I should have just printed everything, printed everything. And this was back, like I said, it was months ago when I talked to Roy about it. I was like, what do you think? But sure enough, as I start to go back, there was stuff that was gone. But this is what he does. And that particular company, let's see, let's look up Somatis. Did you guys already look up Somatis? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you guys already look it up? So let's look up Somatis. Let's do that together and we'll find out. Is it Somatis? Oh, AS. Let's see. Yeah, healthcare. Somatis Incorporated Healthcare, but where's their website? Is this it? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Can you go there though? In Vienna, Virginia. Copy this and pull it up here. Ooh. Okay, there it goes. Hopefully, it won't give me another 404 because it was giving me a 404 before. Wow, revolutionizing kidney care. Ah, ah. Let's look at that together. Revolutionizing kidney care. All right, revolutionizing kidney care. Huh. Together we can revolutionize kidney care. Did I spell it right, y'all? SOMATS? Or is it US? Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? AS or US? Oh, wow. First of all, I can't figure it. So let me just show you guys this man so y'all can see him. Yeah, Vienna, Virginia. I don't know what that is. But let me show this cat to you. That's him right there. This is him right here. That's him right there. See right here, this is how they built the story. They built the story that there were Republicans blocking him. This was in August of 2021. It says Republicans are blocking a Muslim. Can you see this? Let me make sure you can see it before I get to yammering on. Yeah, y'all can see it, but let me pull the story for you before I get to yammering on. So that you guys can all see what I'm reading. Somebody made a good point the other day. They were like, I can't see what you're reading because I closed it off so I could read on the other side. But I appreciate that person, whoever that was that left that in the chat. Thank you for that because that makes me more cognizant of what you guys need while we're reading stuff together. So here you go. Let me let you read it with me. Whoever that was, I don't remember who it was, but thank you. All right, so here it is. It says Republicans are blocking a Muslim Biden nominee because an advocacy group he associates with is with criticizing Israel. August 11th, 2021. That's how they touted this. All right. Let me see if you guys can just see the story part now. All right. Let me get you over there now. There you go. All right, so that's the clean one, so you guys don't have to say anything else. Biden nominated Delaware Sayed to serve in the #2 post at the Small Business Administration. The nominee has been held up due to his association with a Muslim advocacy group that criticized Israeli policies. Several religious advocacy groups, including Jewish groups, have denounced what they see as Islamophobia. A group of Republican senators have been stalling with Muslim Americans' nomination over his ties to a Muslim advocacy group that has criticized the Israeli occupation of Palestinian territories, Politico reported on Wednesday of this article last year. Delaware Sayed, the CEO of a healthcare AI company and President Joe Biden's nominee to serve the deputy administrator of the Small Business Administration, would be the highest ranking Muslim in the Biden administration, if confirmed. The senators have seized on Syed's membership on the board of Emerge Action, a Muslim American advocacy group. Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri spearheaded a letter with other Republicans that specifically called out a line from one of the group's press releases that read, quote, "This state of affair is not a case of both sides, not when Palestinians are occupied and the state of Israel is the occupier," close quote. Engage's history of supporting the boycott, divestment, and the sanction movement, combined with the overtly anti Israel position and rhetoric, necessitates the additional hearing to ensure Mr. Sayed's confirmation to be the second most powerful individual at the SBA would not jeopardize small businesses with close ties to Israeli companies, or small businesses owned by Jewish Americans, said the letter. According to Politico, another factor stalling Syed's nomination is an email from an aide to Republican Senator Jim Risch of Idaho that noted the nominee's Pakistani roots. Quote, "Until we get some answers on that, at least I'm not going to vote for. I'm not going to provide a quorum," Hawley told Politico. Quote, "I'm shocked that they haven't withdrawn his nomination. I really am." In response, religious advocacy groups, including several Jewish groups, have defended Syed from attacks. Quote, "We are deeply concerned by the apparent anti-Muslim animus driving this unprecedented action against Delaware Sayed," wrote a coalition of organizations in an August 9th letter to the committee chairs. They continue, "Our Constitution prohibits the ethnic or religious test for holding public office. To do so violates our nation's valued principle of religious freedoms," closed quote. Signatories include the Milstein Center for the Interreligious Dialogue at Jewish Theological Seminary and the Reconstructionist Rabbinical Association and the Religious Action Center for of Reform Judaism and Union for Reform Judaism. It goes on to say that it's clear, quote, "It's clear that what's being used against Mr. Syed is insinuation that is trying to exploit anti immigration and anti Muslim animus. And we shouldn't allow that to stand, says Rabbi Jason Kleinman Block, a deputy director of Bend the Arc Jewish Action, told Politico. Quote, accusations around Delaware Sayed's nomination based on his national origin or involvement in a Muslim advocacy organization are so based and un-American that AJC is compelled to speak out, said the American Jewish Committee in a July 7th statement. The group also noted that Mr. Syed specifically disavowed support for the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement. Okay? So that's who he is. But they put him in anyway. He's there anyway. Their argument was that they didn't feel that it was right to put him there, but he's in there anyway. Did you see that? We just saw the announcement, but the announcement was not big in public. We don't see the announcement anywhere in the news. I looked for it. So what they're doing is they're building stuff around us. They're closing us in with things that we've never had a conversation about. We've never had the conversation. And so basically, we're at more of a quandary with all of this stuff than we ever thought. Because not only are the executive orders off the chain that we don't even have to vote on because something can be brought in by an executive order, but now with this new health thing, health can cover anything. But we know what it won't cover, right? Health can cover anything. And now that they have the ability to come in and say, hey, we declared this an emergency, there goes Chicago, there goes parts of Detroit, there goes inner city Los Angeles, there goes big parts of New York. I mean, New York, that's just a sitting duck for it. If anything else, the stage has been set very well in the state of New York, specifically as it relates to their violence and the situations that they've been having there. Okay, that they have been having there. You guys, this is that. Okay? This is that. Yes, they did, Kilani. Yes, they did. Okay? This is that. And this is what I'm saying, Simulation 7. That's exactly right. That is my point. My point is that we do not have the amendments and the Constitution. We do not have any of the things we thought that we had, because a lot of these things are being done under the cover of night, and a lot of us do not know about it. We don't know how the pieces connect. We only know the big parts that they make, public to us. All right, but we do not know about the little bitty intricate pieces that sort of click everything together. All right, we do not have any clue about how these pieces click together. But now that we're seeing it all together, it's making a whole lot more sense. It makes a lot more sense. It really does. And that's a problem. That's a problem. This is him here. Okay, let's see if we can go here. Let's see if it's making it come up. I don't know. It doesn't look like it is. Yeah, a lot of the stuff is not coming up. So I'm not even going to keep fumbling around with it because I don't need no trouble. Although I already know I got trouble because they already blocked me on Twitter this morning from doing something I did and won't let me retweet stuff that's right back at the president or camel toe. So, well, who cares? Anyway, you guys, I'm not going to monetize this. If you don't mind, if you got $2, please give me $2. If you got a thumbs up, but you ain't got $2, then give it a thumbs up. Whatever you could do to help support it, because this will not be monetized 100%. Hey, Marty Lauderdale. Yeah, I got to be honest. I already know that it's not going to be that way. I already know it. Yeah, they zap me, and it's all good. But what you going to do? I mean, you just going to sit around and not say nothing, just pretend? You already see that the house is falling down. You got to say something. All right. So if y'all want a super chat, give me a $2 super chat. Give me a $1 super chat. They will take their piece and I will take my other piece and I will make a loaf of bread out of that and it will all be good. But I already know this ain't gonna get nothing from them. Nothing but a big yellow bug, if it don't get a red one. So y'all do what you gotta do. Thumbs up or free, dollar or $2 super chat, we all good. All right, you guys, there is let me see if there's any more developing with the original story that got us here. um let's see. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Let's check. They took it down just that quick about the old cat. But we read it at the top, so we know. um let's see. See. Okay, taken to evacuation. Let's see. Yeah, it still has it. Yep, still short. Short and sweet and to the point. I ain't paying you $1. This thing always coming up to me. If you want to read the Washington Times, here, man, bye. We can get that from how many other places? Man, bye. Ain't nobody doing that. Least of all me. Okay, let's see. Errant plane. I want to have something that's less than 28 minutes ago because we just pulled up 28 minutes ago. We've been on here for at least that. Let's see. I don't want them. Let's maybe the Boston Herald. Are you free? Are you free? Oh, they've got a little bit more information. So let's just close with this so nobody can say clicker bait. Let's just do this. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. I so appreciate you. Thank you, Todd. Todd, thank you. All right, y'all, let's see this here. Let's go back and read this. Now, this story has much more than what we had. What it says is, can y'all see that? I hope so. Yeah, y'all can see it. Okay. All right, it says a small private plane entered restricted airspace. All indications are by mistake. Precautionary measures were taken. An unnamed White House official told pool reporters there was no threat to the president or his family. The event shut down Rehoboth Avenue, according to the pool report. The report was issued just before 1:49 p.m., and nearly 3 minutes later, a White House official reported that a pair were evacuated. That the pair were evacuated. I'm stuck on the pair. The pair of what? Shoes? I know you're talking about the couple, but pair of what? Pair of boots, pair of shoes, pair of prunes, pair of package of prunes, whatever. Were evacuated and were back in at their residence. So they back at the house. All right. All right. Late last year, security was tightened at the presidential vacation home in the town's North Shore neighborhood when a contract was issued for about $455,000 security fence around the property. Well, okay. All right. But we can't afford no $455,000 security fence around our property. So what we keep is some other stuff at our property. And I submit y'all trying to take that. Anyway, the Bidens purchased the 4,786 square foot home in 2017 for $2, 2.7, I say $2, for $2.7 million, according to Fox Report. The 3/4 acre property boats a stone patio, fireplace, summer kitchen, outdoor showers, a dog wash for that biting animal, and in-ground pool, according to the report. All right, according to the report. So there you go. There he is. He was evacuated, but they fixed it. He was evacuated, but they put him back. And I can only imagine him sounding like that little old man off of the old Carol Burnett show. What do you mean we gotta go? What do you mean we're leaving? What do you mean? A plane? No, I didn't eat today. I don't want to eat. I ate yesterday. I can only imagine that. Thank you, Starfire. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, baby. And welcome again. Yep, I only made one tier for the membership here. Thank you. Phi Ephesians. Thank you. You're a new member. Yay! We had fun doing our members only last night over on the Lockhart Perspective. So now that we have a couple of members, we'll go ahead and do some members only trivia on this side. We love members only trivia, and you guys are going to enjoy it too. We have so much fun doing members only trivia. Last night it was a hoot. Let's see, Sandy Aaron won. Okay, sis, I appreciate you. Girl, if you only knew how many times I give my last. It'd be monograph will be on, and I'm like, here, I'll pelt him my last two too. Or either Jacob or somebody, because it's like you gotta support him because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Especially folks that don't work. So yeah. But this is work. But nonetheless, you guys, you will have a good time now that we do have some members on this side. We'll go ahead and I'll post up our very first members only event where we'll have either a members only video. I'll go ahead and post you a members only video today. We were going to post it on another format, but now I'll just go ahead and post it here. It'll be the one that we did with that nobody has really even seen unless you went to Patreon. It'll be with Dr. Cynthia McKinney. It's a half an hour video. So I'll give that one to you guys today so you guys can watch that and see what she has to say. She's a brilliant woman, and I think that you guys are going to really enjoy it. All right, you guys. All right. All right, you guys. So, yeah, we got to do what we got to do. So I'm going to let y'all go. Maybe I'll be back later. But since we were already able to do the story that I was going to report, probably won't be any need to make a new video. How do we get to the place where Putin decides he's going to just invade Russia? Nothing like this has happened since World War II. Vice President, let's see, what do you say here? Vice President just Ian. It's just to the point where they seem to know everything. Dwight, how are you? John, how are you? I'm gonna say hi to y'all. Okay. I hope that's okay for the people in the replay. You may not have to listen to this part, but I'm about to say hello to everybody because it's really important. So, Reigns of Healing, how are you? What was war? How are you doing? I like that name. Disciples of the Messiah. Of course, Marty Lauderdale, love you, sister. Mary, how you doing? John, what's up? Disciple of the Messiah, hello. Zeb Johnson, good to see you. Dwight, good to see you. You are more than welcome, John. Monica Beach, it's good to see you. Again, what was war? Spring Rain, how are you? My sister, the foil Fedora sister. Hello, Lisa Arhal. And Jack Dalton. That's a very good question. Thank you for that question. Duh, says Rambo at Rambo Bell. The foot soldiers are already here, allegedly. Yeah, and then it's standing. Hey, standing mannequin based on POV. Ain't that the truth? Okay. Starfire, they're laughing, smiling with you. Angela, how are you doing? How are you? How you doing? Mary Politico, yes, hello. Rambo Bell, how are you? Avis Swoop, how you doing? Um, Z, no, Opic. I'm going to say it like that because we already know if you say it quickly. Okay. We already know what's going to happen if we say it quickly. Going to be a whole lot of people upset. Okay, let's see. Anarchy Television. Hello. Hello to everybody who may not have made a comment in the chat, but you've got to go. Hello to all of y'all. Please do me a huge, gigantic favor before you leave. Please, please, please hit the like button, even if you want to delete it from your liked videos later. Okay. Okay, they wheeled him out like we can. You ain't joking. You are not joking. That was a good one. Okay, I think we said hello to everybody else, including Avis Swoop, Kalani. I know we said hey to you earlier. Okay, it looks like we said hello to everybody. Timothy, how are you? I missed you. How's it going? Oh, Constance Smith is here. Hey, Constance Smith. And Enrique. Hi, Enrique. How are you doing? My grandkids are in there fighting. Undoubtedly, I don't know what it's about. They're fighting over something. Okay. And again, Todd, thank you. Okay, I think that's everyone. That's everyone. Spring rain, I know I said. Rains of healing, I know I said. All right, y'all, we're gonna pull on out of here. I think I loved and hugged on everybody. Welcome to the new members. All righty. Reagan, I didn't say hi to you. Ronald Pierce, how you doing? I said Reagan. Ronald Pierce, how you doing? The Watchman, how are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Jody Allen, how's it going? I didn't see you. Justin Turner. And then Christy, hi, how are you? Reserve, hello. My crypto pie William. Love you, brother. How you doing? I think that's it. Gordon, I think that's it, you guys. Yeah, I think we're done. Mars Fool's Gold. Hey, if you're still here. Watchman, Jeanette. All right. I think that's all, y'all. Oh, if I missed anybody, you guys, please count it to my head and not my heart. Y'all know I always say that. Christy, joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where down in my heart to stay? Okay. Okay, Chuck. Hey, I see you, Chuck. Okay, Lil Galaxy, you may be gone now, but hey, Kathleen, hey. All right. Okay. Every time I see What's War, it makes me want to sing that song. Okay, well, that's not nice. Tell him not to eat all the grapes again. Okay. All righty. The Tippinator. Gene, hey, that's it, y'all. I can't see nobody else. I can't see nobody else. I think I got everybody. All right, y'all. I love all of y'all. Y'all be good. And if I have to come back, I definitely will come back. But I don't know if there's anything else that's going on. Max Vision, how you doing, babe? We still love you anyway. LOL. Thank you. Thank you. I love you too. You guys are really cool. I look sort of crazy today. I can't even come off the screen because I was actually just recording. Hey, Virginia Olsen, how's it going? Anthony, love you, my brother. How you doing? Love and blessings to all. We are all family. We all have the same Father. Hallelujah. Okay. All right. All right. We were invaded with them by the yes. Yeah, I live in a city that was designed. The whole aqueduct system and everything was created by Billy Bird. Hey, one of the whole aqueduct systems was created by we got the Von Braun Center here in this city. It's very nice. So you just follow the breadcrumbs. Sue enough is enough. I like your name. Sue enough is enough. That's cool. I like that name. Okay. All right, you guys. Oh, thank you, baby. I so appreciate you. Money TV, you guys have no idea how that just really helps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, you guys. Tartaria, thank you. You guys are cool people. All right, let's see. I know I appreciate that. I really do. All right. Billy Bird say, yay, she said my name. Rambo Bell, come on now. Rambo Bell is cutting up. You in here cutting up. He cutting up, okay? Cutting up. All right, y'all. All right, you guys. Y'all take care and be good. Hey, Stephanie Sally. How you doing? All right, you guys. Money TV says, "Oh, stop it, stop it!" I say, "Oh, stop! Oh, go on! Oh, stop! Oh, go on! No, 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 go on!" Shabbat shalom, shalom. Prayers and much love to all. Have a blessed Sabbath and Shavuot, Pentecost. Yes, we understand you. Yes, yes, yes. Romeo, weekend at Biden's. Joe needs to rebrand. Oh, wow, that was a good one. That was funny. You guys, we should just well, I know one thing we're gonna be able to do is we are gonna be able to have a lot of fun now that we're gonna be having some of these shows. But anyway, let me get off here so I can upload the members only video with featuring Dr. Cynthia McKinney. It's a half an hour video that we did, she and I, at the middle top of this year. And it's now since we do have a member now. I appreciate you for joining. For the members who've joined today, I appreciate you. That way we can do more things. There will be lots of member only content for you on this side as well as the Lockhart Perspective. So if that's where you are, hey DG, I didn't see you. Hey, okay. All right, you guys. Y'all take care. Star Ali, how have you been? Good to see you. Good to see you. Dayu, yeah, she is awesome. So if you are a member, Dayu, you can see the video that I'm going to upload to members only. No, it wasn't clickbait, useless knowledge. Baby, we already read the story. We read it twice. We read it at the top of the show and we read it at the bottom of the show, not long before I started saying hello to everybody. And no, it wasn't. And you know what, useless knowledge, you make a very good point. Welcome, Ronald. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you. Thank you. So you know what I'm gonna say to you, useless knowledge. I shared with everybody else that I was going to change the name of this particular one because they didn't have a lot of detail. As a matter of fact, when we read it originally, useful knowledge, it was just like a straight blurb that said what happened, that somebody had traveled over and they had scrambled all of the air stuff. But then we went back right a few minutes ago and they had a little bit more to it. So we're just going to change it and we'll just, I don't know, you guys give me what you think it should be called because we don't want to do clickbait. That's absolutely right, useless knowledge. We do not want to go in that vein at all. And I could see where it could look like that. You know what I mean? I could see where it could look like that. But if you guys have any other ideas of what you think it might be or should be called, we will. And you guys, we only made it one tier over here for members, if I remember correctly. Um, not binding. If the treaty goes against the U.S. Constitution, then it is not binding, and the U.S. people have to stand against it. Not binding because it's against the Constitution. You know what, Diane? I agree with you, but I want to tell you, I think that a lot of these evil lawyers that they have, that have even been former presidents and stuff like that, I think that they have enough to in them to figure um, how to circumvent the Constitution and the amendments and how to weave writing and language because it's all spells, right? I think they've got enough. And I don't know, let me know what you think. I think they've got enough evilness in them to figure out a way to circumvent it. And then if they don't, maybe they just don't care. You know what I mean? Did you ever think maybe I don't think they even care about that. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, they really are, DG. DG, that's exactly right. Hey, Arkle Taurus, how are you? Yes. Yeah, but you know what? It's, I don't know, you guys. You cannot repeal it. No, you cannot repeal it, but they can definitely executive order us out of it. And then they can go outside of the United States and they can do like they did with the WHO and ask them to to vamp stuff or to change stuff. And when they change it, because we're part of the United Nations, we automatically fall under that. You know what I mean? Hey, Chloe Jasper, how are you? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. No, they don't, Billy Bird. They really don't. Enrique Nader says, do we know how many UN troop members are coming into the country through our unsecured border disguised as illegal? You know what? I don't know. Thank you, Mars Fools Go, for that super sticker. I appreciate you. You know what, Enrique? That's a very good question, but I don't know because there's a lot of people that are coming, and as they're coming in, we don't have any way of vetting them. You know what I mean? We don't have a way of vetting them at all. And because we can't vet them, it makes it almost it's tantamount to criminal. It really is. It really is. Hi, Niall Adamson. How are you? You know what I'm saying? If any of you can use can if you would see you in vehicle, let me know. If you see one, let me know where you at. Oh, okay, okay. I hear you. I hear you. I see what you're saying. Um, so I don't know, you guys. It looks like well, no, I think what it is they, this is nobody but, hey, the Jesus freak. Um, this is nobody other than the Elites. They've just, you know, reinvented themselves and they're cutting up. And that's the reason why every morning we are interceding for our nation and the safety that we need. The safety that we need. the safety that we need. Okay. All right. So that's what we're doing. And we're interceding for people who have been just exhausted. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who are just exhausted that they just can't take it. That's absolutely right. Ava says you cannot get around our God-given rights, you know. But I tell you, I tell you, we just have got to continue to keep ourselves covered, covered. Massive bong. Yeshua Madden. That's funny. That's funny. Rest in peace. Is that a person or are you talking about a massive bomb? Like those old school back with the dashiki pants. Is that what you mean? The dashiki pants and the big afros and the psychedelic music? Okay. Okay. Is that what you're talking about? I hope it's not a person. Well, you said rest in peace. I thought you meant that. Oh gosh. Oh my. Let's just get off of that. Let's just get off of it. Tammy Keller, hello. Jim, what's going on? Good to see you. Okay. Now staying publicly Constitution right it guarantees. Sheesh, I'm so tired of that guy. So tired of that guy. He has to go. He really does. He really does. He really does. Okay, you guys. I love each and every one of you guys. I thank you so very much for all of your super stickers and your super chats. And I say welcome to the very new members. I'm going to upload her video with Dr. Cynthia McKinney in a few minutes. And you guys will be able to watch that for the members only. My address is branch 2. Hey, you and Timothy Graff. How you doing? Yeah, he really must capital G-O. Hey, Jack Walsh. How you doing? Left and Sigs one left and this said left-handed and Sigs one. Man, y'all be coming in here with some names that make me know I gotta play that game my mother watched. What's that game she be watching all the time? Wheel of Fortune. Kikoba Fett. They be stretching me with the names. They really do. They really do. They be stretching me. I'm like, what? Left-handed and ice cream cones and left-handed and Nancy Pelosi husband did what with an ice cream cone? I be trying to break it down and I can't break it down. So ah, okay, you guys. I know, but they are cool names when you break it down. When you break them down, Stephanie, they really are cool. Okay. You know, they really do the whole thing. Just let us govern ourselves, but that's not it. They want control over humans. Mars Fool's Gold says if Joe with Fire Marshal. Let me tell you something. Fire Marshal Bill, let me tell you something. Remember that? That's how I used to say, hey, got chorizo, got chorizo. Well, got chorizo. I like it. Well, got chorizo, got chorizo. Remember, we used to eat the chorizo burritos back in the day? We used to have a place in Los Angeles called El Rey's. Is it still there, El Rey's? I don't. It is. There's El Rey's. Used to have these things called garbage burritos. I don't care about the name. I just want to let you know that what was inside of those garbage burritos was the business, baby. They used to put everything in there. I guess that's why they call it garbage. Only God knows what they really put in it. You know what I mean? Got chorizo? Got chorizo say in living color. That's right. Let me tell you something. Wow. Did you see the tweet that old man put out this morning? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta show you if I can find it. Okay, it's Taco Tico in Nashville in the 70s, Monica Beach. Girl, I'm gonna tell you something. That food used to be the business when you could find yourself a little small spot and the food be so good you don't want to. I know we all off the topic now, but anyway, we here. It ain't but a handful of 200 of us. We gonna talk about these burritos. Listen, you used to try to keep that really good taco joint to yourself. Remember? You used to try to keep that good taco joint all to yourself. They had the best margaritas. They had the best tacos. They had the best chimichangas. They had the best everything. I don't even care to look in the kitchen. That's how bad it was. You're like, somebody say, but man, they ain't changed their grease. And I don't want to hear nothing out your mouth. And we wrong for that, especially with all the recalls that I read now. But back in the day, we had lead bottoms. We could eat anything we wanted. Just don't take me to that kitchen. Don't let me see that alley. I'll have another margarita. That's all we wanted to do. You had to have that fattening, delicious taste of the Mexican cuisine doubled with your margarita. You could not have your margarita unless you had that nice, heavy, layered refried beans with your enchilada. Okay? Okay? And your chorizo. All right, you guys. We gotta go. All right, Jonathan Hampton, hey to you. We're all out of here now. Okay, Chicken Delight. We didn't even know what it was. You are a mess. You sound like the poopy pants stuff that Monograph says. We got south of the border up here, plus hole in the wall, and it definitely looks like you don't need to see the kitchen. Just pour more liquid cheese, please. Absolutely. That's exactly the point. That's exactly how it was. Oh, we sure appreciate you for coming in, Swim Upstream. You already know. Okay. All right. Okay. Ha ha ha. Remember chewing that nasty wax candy soda bottles? Yes. You drank the liquid and chewed the wax. Jesus freak. Yes, I remember that. Yes, I remember that. Okay. Husband said so. LOL. All right. Yeah, I remember that stuff. My computer is being horrible. No typing. Ability missing keys. We gotta go, you guys. We gotta go. I have to edit this. I may put it on private, or I may go in ahead and just put it to the members that are here. I think we should, because then it won't be so red. I just like it. Although I already know that ain't nobody over on BitChute gonna watch the whole thing, but they ripped me a new one on BitChute, baby. Then people be tearing me up. I wish I had access to get in there and tweak it and take all that out and just, I don't know, funnel it a different way. But honey, if the people on YouTube don't get me for this video, the people on BitChute, I don't even have a choice. It's automatically sent over there on its own, because that's the way Bettina had it. And neither one of us can get in there to change it. But I tell you what, they gonna get me. All right, y'all. I've been threatening to say adios for a minute. Star Ali Mistriel, thank you so much for being here. And everybody else that I may have missed, people who have not put in the chat, you're special. It doesn't matter whether I can see you in this chat or not. You are special. You are loved. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, okay? You hold your head up high no matter what you are faced with. I want to say hey to you out there, all right? Y'all take care, all right? We'll be back soon. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. Lockhart Perspective. Helping you